Rise and shine.
Welcome back to Rise and Shine. You're joining with Rise and Shine on a Friday morning, and good morning to you if you just tuned in. And we're heading off to the guest segment today. And today, being a Friday, we focus on art and also film industry. And the guest today is someone special, someone who has made it across the country, also across the borders to the US, and to study filming and also art of acting. And he has returned to the country to showcase some of his talent for you guys to see on today's Rise and Shine, because the talent that he bears is actually international. It's not just confined to the country, it's also in the US, because he has been acting also in Sri Lankan productions and also in projects involving the US as well. So we have today, with pleasure, Patrick Rutnam joining with us today. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
Hello.
And how is it going?
Good. Good.
You're here for a break?
I'm here, I come here annually for a couple months towards the end of the year.
Okay.
For work and for vacation.
So this time it's for work and vacation both
This is
at the same
it's
time.
for work and vacation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay,
Right.
so Patrick, we can see you with the guitar today, so you'll be performing at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, but we're here to speak mostly about the journey that you have, because you know that we know that you started in the US when it comes to art, when it comes to acting, and you also have multiple projects going on at the moment in Sri Lanka, and also projects that you have already been involved in earlier in the country and also in the US. So we would like to ask you the basic question: how did it all start?
Honestly, it even goes back to me being a kid. And I grew up in a house with this pool, and I used to pace around the pool pretending to be a pilot.
Right.
In the pool.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Okay.
as a 5-year-old.
So that was your ambition.
I think that was my
Imagination.
calling.
All right.
And so ever since, I've been wanting to play pretend as much as possible.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
So speaking of younger days, what really inspired you to get into acting and into stage and all that?
Yeah, I grew up watching a lot of old school movies with my father. And I felt like that was it, just hanging around the house and watching, a lot of old classic movies, Hitchcock films and Clint Eastwood films. And that started it. And then I did it in school. I did plays, musicals and plays in high school. And then it led me to applying to New York University for drama. And after that, yeah.
You just took off like that. Brilliant.
Interesting. Interesting.
So the decision you made when it comes to acting, I think this is something that has been boiling inside you since you were young, and from the time that you were running around pooling in the pool. So with imagination, right?
Yeah.
So there must be a point where it all broke out for you when it comes to something that revealed for you where you thought, okay, this is my thing. This is what I should be doing. How was that like? When did that happen?
It happened I think in college, when I did a school play. And we did it in an off-Broadway theater in New York. And it was Shakespeare's Macbeth. And I just, being on stage and connecting with an audience,
That's a different feeling.
yeah, I couldn't, it was a connection that I've never felt before at the time. So ever since, I've been seeking that connection.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like a drug.
Yeah.
Once you get a hit of it.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
Interesting. So when it comes to college, how has that learning really supported you to get yourself stabilized in the industry? Because after all, not everyone really goes through that learning cycle from university and gets themselves professionally qualified also to what they really love to do and finally end up in the career.
Right.
But when it comes to you, how has it supported you to get yourself stable?
When we were in college, actually the teachers used to say when we were in class, look to your left, look to your right. These are the people that you're going to be working with. And at the time I thought, I don't know this person, I don't know that person. I want to work with the big people. But now as I'm getting older and more established and my peers are getting more established, I'm seeing that the people that I look to the left and look to the right are doing things in the industry. And we're still good friends. So we use each other for different projects. And at the time I didn't believe that it was my peers, that you go to college and you think you're trying to get ahead of your peers.
That's
But
right.
Really, it's your peers that you're getting ahead with.
So it's the motivation.
Absolutely. So speaking of working with great people. I mean,
Yeah.
you must be getting mentored by them. Sometimes they could be your role models.
Yeah.
How has the experience been, especially when it comes to the US? We see a lot of movies and different type of movies and so on and so forth.
If you can
Technology
focus.
being used and all that. So how has the experience been?
If you can focus on the ball is the series as
Oh
well.
yeah, Ballers. Yeah, that was a great opportunity, HBO show, and working with Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Wow.
And it's such, they have, you know, it's like being on set here. You know, everyone is very comfortable, knows their place, and there's no, you think that working on a big project, that, oh, it's going to be this and that, and Dwayne the Rock, but it's just like, honestly, it's just like working
With the giant.
Yeah,
mean,
well, it's
literally,
working with the
literally,
giant.
giant,
Yeah, of
literally.
course. He's a really nice guy, and his team is amazing. And they run a very nice, tight operation. I was lucky and honored to be on that project.
Brilliant. Okay. So rather than talking, I think we have a reel ready for you and also for all of you who are watching to see what he has done. It is Patrick Rutnam.
After I drop you off, I'm going to make my way to the police station. So you just call me if you need anything, okay?
All right.
You'll be all right. I'll come visit you on Saturday. Hello?
Are you too busy to talk?
No. Tell me. We're officers of the law. You're not the Terminator.
Yeah, why not?
Isa?
Hello?
Yeah, where are you now?
We're still on the way.
How's the little one? Is she okay?
I think she likes the motion of the train.
Call me when you get there.
Okay, I will.
Isa,
Yes?
I love you.
I love you too, darling.
Bye. Sir! Can you hear me? Sir! How'd that one I sent you yesterday work out? Pretty hot, right?
Yeah, it was very impressive. You know, specifically the technology.
Right. We are revolutionizing the game.
Yeah. Cannabinoids are a great cause, Vern, but weed is weed, you know?
You'll be on every billboard, poster, and commercial we got.
That's what the hell I'm talking about,
Yeah.
Toddy.
Okay, I'm in.
Yeah! That's it.
Oh, yo. Hey, we just started a game of Settlers. If you guys want to join, there's a spot open. You guys can be a team.
Oh, hey, yeah.
In between turns, we're playing the logarithm game.
Lot 256, go.
That's an easy one. 256, that is 2 to the 8th, so it's 8 log 2 or 2.408.
Yeah, this guy. That's good. Yeah, but we're actually gonna get some drinks first.
Yo!
Yes, so the reel revealed to you about what Patrick Rutnam has been doing in the industry, even though it might not be much in this country, but then again you saw one project, A Common Man. So this was released in 2013, a thriller that was made in Sri Lanka about a number of bomb blasts that were supposed to be taking place, and you being a part of the whole crew that kind of saved the whole country. So how did it feel like working with your uncle as well?
Yeah, you know, Uncle Chandran, it was amazing actually to work with him. Actually, that experience was the first trip that I used to come on vacations, and that trip was the first experience that I really fell in love with the country.
Okay.
Because I had such a beautiful time working on that project. And my uncle, I love working with him and even just hanging out with him because he's such a wealth of information and, you know, just to be a sponge and soak up all his experience is an excellent opportunity.
On the set, though, when he is the producer, How does that, the relationship, the director of the movie, how
Yeah.
does that, the relationship, does it change or is it the same?
Yeah, we're no longer uncle nephew. It becomes director actor.
Okay.
And I felt even more. There was more pressure on me to really perform, knowing that the connection, and I didn't want the commentary to be, oh, he's just Rutnam, the name, So we both knew that I wanted to, own that role and come out
Okay.
as a separate entity,
How different do you think is the experience when it comes to Sri Lanka and that of the US?
In a common, I just think Sri Lanka has a raw energy. It has a raw, beautiful energy when it comes to filmmaking. And Sri Lankans, filmmaking is storytelling. Even an actor, I'm just trying to tell a story. And Sri Lankans have a lot of stories to tell. And you could feel it in their heart. And they just carry such a wealth of, history. You walk down the street and every tree has a story.
Story.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
so about
amazing.
storytelling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's like something you see uniquely in Sri Lankan productions, because you see a story that's not explored before that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, Patrick, you've been involved in a lot of documentaries in Sri Lanka and a massive one as well, a big project. Let's talk a little bit about that as well.
Yeah, so last year, I'm a big fan of Anthony Bourdain, who unfortunately passed away, and he had this show called Parts Unknown. And this show, we decided to create a show that was inspired off Parts Unknown, called Hidden Pockets. And so we went to different parts of Sri Lanka and explored parts of Sri Lanka that are unseen, even by locals. The Africans community in Puttalam.
All right.
Yeah.
What's there? How were they brought to this country? How do they feel about being in this country as kind of more of an extreme minority? How the lifestyle of a mahout, the dying tradition of being a mahout, things like that.
So you explore the most untrodden ways.
Yeah.
That's really brilliant. So that we can see that. When can we see this?
Yeah, it's almost completely final, but it's just been color graded.
Colored. Oh, so it's
Right.
done.
Just been tied up in a
Oh,
bow.
Right,
okay. So that's
right.
something. That's really good news that we can see it quite soon.
Yeah.
So, okay. So now this is something that I came through. Now, when I search your name on Google, the first result says that you sing a lot. You have a lot of covers on YouTube that you sing a lot. So how did that happen? Because now we see most of the actors, they don't sing usually. They just
Yeah.
act, right? They just
Yeah.
stick to something unique. So you also do singing. How did that happen? I mean, is it something that you have been practicing on? Has it been something you are born with?
I was born into a very musical family.
Right.
My father is a big, mega Elvis fan. He saw Elvis 25 times.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
So I grew up on Cat Stevens, Elvis, the Beatles. So, in college, I just picked up the guitar to kind of be the cool guy at the party. And then I started singing, and then it just led to different, filming myself singing at home
Okay.
in my bedroom.
Right.
Then doing a music video,
Kept on elevating.
in Sri Lanka.
Okay.
What was this music video?
It was a cover of Shallow.
Shallow, yeah.
And it was with a young singer, April Shockman,
Right.
who's really doing well. And it was a very good cover. Yeah, and my uncle directed the music video too.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Okay.
Interesting.
So today,
So
what
for a
can we
live-
see? Because now we have the guitar lying there.
Yeah.
So just don't let it lie there. We can just pick up the guitar and see where we can take you through that.
Yeah, I guess I'll play. I'll play really my
Your
kind of an
favorites?
ode to
Okay.
how I got into music,
Right.
and that's through Elvis Presley.
Brilliant.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, and this is a song that one of his early hits. It was from a movie he did. Actually, one of his first movies called "Love Me Tender."
Go ahead. All yours.
Love me tender, love me sweet, never let me go. You have made my life complete, and I love you so. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love you, and I always will.
Okay, that sounds splendid. This leads to one question. Why not music too?
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing.
Yeah, I think that you'll be hearing that a lot more often now because I usually just saw it on
Yeah.
TV as well. So what happens to that? What will happen? What can you see in the music?
Yeah, maybe I'll focus on music. Music has been my private passion, like singing in the shower, or sometimes I used to play in my apartment complex, take the guitar to the laundry room while, the laundry is turning and sing. It was very therapeutic. So I almost, for a while, just wanted to keep it special in my heart. Not that I'm trying to showcase my talents or make a lot of money or become famous doing it.
But I think it's something that you can definitely do alongside the acting also.
Yeah. Well, no, I think you've given me some good ideas.
Exactly. Because we can see clear talent, because now we get a number of guests here and then we see them singing. And yours was also quite enchanted to see it, because it's not easy to sing an Elvis Presley song. He's someone with a legend, right? And you kind of touching upon that same steps is something fascinating to see. You being able to act and sing at the same time, that's also quite commendable. That's very nice. So do you think by any chance we could see maybe an original sometimes?
Oh, yeah, original song.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll have to dig up the old love journals where I used to write songs.
So you did write songs
I have,
as well?
Yeah, I have some. I don't know if I play it now. If I'm
Okay, so you wrote songs
can,
as
of
well?
course.
Okay.
But what were you saying?
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Right. So
Okay.
let's talk a little bit about your current engagements in terms of acting,
Futures,
performing,
Yeah.
especially in the overseas.
Yeah, so overseas, you know that it's a good time right now actually for young South Asian actors, filmmakers to be in the U.S. And I think there's a lot of talent from here that can go there. And because it's about diversity now, and they're really open to looking to different people and different types of, backgrounds. So I have a team, I have a manager and an agent that get me work. And so, I go out for auditions or interviews for certain parts. Now, on this trip, I went up to Chennai to meet with a director who's filming a movie in Malaysia in March.
Okay. So that's also something to look forward for.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's also give some advice to the budding actors. Now we can see people who are passionate about acting, just like you, who might be just watching you at the moment from school, right before they go to school. So, for those who wants to be in acting, regardless of the country they are living in, what do you have as advice for them? To start off with.
I think you just have to act as much as possible and, feel free to fail. I think we try and think, I don't want to do it because I'm going to be not perceived well, and I used to be like that too. And I feel like I'm kind of a late bloomer in that aspect, that now, I will throw myself at the wall and see if it sticks.
Okay.
And I think for young people to study and to just act as much as possible and, find the truth within what they're telling, because storytelling there's truth in it. And as an actor, you're a vessel to express that truth. And I think to be as truthful as possible is the journey of an actor.
Okay.
And in doing so in the work, you're trying to be as truthful to yourself.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay. So these words, wise words, are coming from Patrick. And Patrick, we want to thank you once again
Thank you
for
so
being
much
with
for
us.
being
very
with
much.
us, and it was a
And,
pleasure to have you.
Yes, of course. So we want to wish you all the best as well with your future endeavors as well, because we see a lot in the list and listed. So that's something to definitely look forward for.
Thank you.
so
That's
much.
very
Okay.
kind.
Thank you.
Good luck with
Thank you
everything.
so much.
And yes, that was Patrick from the US and also Sri Lanka, joining us today on Friday's Rise and Shine. As right now it's time to say goodbye to you with another song by Patrick we'll be playing on the show. So
Bye-bye.
it's time to say goodbye. Have a good Friday.
Tell me something, girl. Are you tired of this modern world? Or do you need more? Is there something else you're searching for? I'm falling. In all the good times I find myself longing for change. And in the bad times I fear myself.